Good afternoon, parents and students. We are here today about to conduct our lottery for 2020-21 academic year. Under these circumstances, we are not able to have this lottery in our school building. We are having this online through YouTube Live. And I do hope that you're able to hear me well. My name is Kadir Yavuz. I am the Director of Information and Instructional Technologies at Science Academies of New York. And I am watching the chat as well. I will try to do my best to answer questions at the very end, not during the lottery. And just wanted to check for those who are watching our live lottery, if you can type in whether you can hear me or not. And after I get some feedback, then we will get going. I think everything looks good. We're going to start with a short presentation about our agenda of the day. Our agenda is I'm going to explain the lottery process to you, and I will explain our ELL preference, which will be implemented for the first time during this year. And I will outline the next steps for the families to take after the lottery drawing takes place. We will have a mock drawing of the names to demonstrate how the lottery software works. And then we will have the actual drawing of the student names for Utica Academy of Science Charter School in grades K through 3 and 6 through 12. Who is on the lottery today? And you all applied through our student application software, which is called SchoolMint. We posted on our website, we posted on our student application platform. There is a deadline for the lottery. Our application is never ending. Our applicants can apply throughout the whole year, but the deadline for the lottery is April 1st, 11:59 and 59 p.m. every year. This is mandated by the New York State Charter School Office, and this year it was Wednesday, April 1st, 2020, and those names who applied by the deadline are on this lottery today. So whoever applied after starting April 2nd, 12 a.m., applied through our application system, they're not on the lottery today. They will be placed on the waiting list. Lottery software. Our lottery software is called Edu Lottery, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed the names through a text file into the lottery software, which is the first box, and I will pick the grade level, and the software will figure out how many names are on this file, and then I will manually type in the number of available seats into number 4. And on the right side, you see the adjust speed. Number 5 is the optimum speed level that we tested over the years while we were utilizing this software. And you will be able to see the names that are going to come up in the bottom right. They will come up one at a time, and at once you will be able to see a total of 3 names. And on the left side, you will see a number next to it, and then W number next to it. What does A mean? A means accepted. So over the years, we got some questions like, I saw my son's name or daughter's name on the lottery software doesn't mean I'm accepted. No, the position drawn must have the letter A. That means the student is accepted. If there is W, it means student is waitlisted. So the first group of students that you will see will have letter A and a number drawn next to it. And after the last student is selected, then the letter will change from A to W to start compiling the waiting list. And then it will start with W1 and it will go all the way up to whatever the lottery stops, whenever the lottery stops. So that's about the lottery software. ELL preference. Like I said, this is the first time we are utilizing the ELL preference for the entire SENI district, which was approved by New York State Board of Regents. And this, like I said, this is the first implementation during the 2020-21 school year, and Utica is our first lottery. We're going to have Syracuse Lottery on Saturday. If a student has an ELL preference, student's name is added to the lottery list 4 times. So this is aligned with our proposal to the state, which was approved. After the lottery drawing, the software will generate a file for us, and we will keep the top draw for that student. And the following 3 draws, number 2, number 3, and number 4 of the same name will be removed from the list after the lottery, and this will take time. We will prepare the lists, and as a result, student names will move up on the list. Here is an example. These are the names that we will use during our mock lottery, and I picked 2 names, Ronald Reagan, and by the way, the names that you see are presidents, and so everyone can be familiar with the names. So Ronald Reagan, as you can see, is accepted number 1. And Ronald Reagan is also listed on waiting list 5, waiting list 33, and waiting list 47. What this means, we will remove those names because Ronald Reagan has the top draw is accepted number 1. Second example is John Adams. John Adams's top draw is waiting list number 7. Therefore, we will remove waiting list number 45, 52, and then 53. When we remove all these names from the final list, because of those blank gap, empty spaces, naturally all the names will move up. So this is new for us, and we're experimenting this, not experimenting, we are implementing this for the first time, and we will see. Like I said, the process of this file will take time. Our goal is to make them ready and then send the offers by the beginning of next week. Technical difficulties. We always mention this. If there are any technical difficulties while drawing the lottery of a certain grade, drawing will be interrupted, and the result of the drawing will not be saved by the software. Therefore, we will start the drawing of the same grade level from the beginning. The previous grades that we already had the lottery, they will stay the same. The results will not change for those grade levels. This only applies to the particular certain grade level. Possible technical difficulties. If my computer software fails, that's one. I am currently in our district office. If the internet connection disrupts and then I disconnected from you guys, that's number 2. I am on a Zoom meeting connecting to you through YouTube Live. So if something goes wrong, and then we will have to figure out how to overcome these technical difficulties so we can have our lottery. So what happens after the lottery? Offers will be sent to the accepted students over our student application platform, which is called Schoolment, as you all know. Students who are placed on the waiting list will be notified by our building operation managers. When you receive, what do you do if you receive an offer? Please start the registration process on Schoolmint. There will be some forms to be completed, so please complete those forms, which are so easy to complete. And there will be some requirements to upload the documents. So you can upload the documents from your mobile device, your cell phone, your tablet, or you can use a computer to upload the files. Obviously, you will need the files electronically. And if you need any help, please reach out to your child's future building operation manager. And they are, for Utica Academy Elementary School K-3, Mr. Yilmaz, and his email is o.yilmaz@seni.org. For Utica Middle School, grades 6 through 8, it is Mr. Basic, m.basic@seni.org. For Utica High School, grades 9 through 12, Mrs. Borovic, her email is v.borovic@seni.org. So you can reach out to our operation managers if you have any questions. And these are our available seats and number of students who are going to enter into the lottery today. Please take time to check out the grade level you are interested in. We have 85 students in kindergarten. We are accepting 82. First grade has 12 students. We are accepting 4. Second grade has 35 students. We will accept 7. Third grade has 26 students. We will generate a waiting list. Once we have some openings, we will start calling people. We will send the offers through our Schoolmint application. For sixth grade, sixth grade, we are going to accept all of you. There are 45 students on the list, and we will accept them all. For seventh grade, there are 46 students. We will accept 11. Eighth grade, 18 students. 5 will be accepted. Ninth grade, 52 students on the list, and then we will accept 10 students. 10th grade, there are 11 students, and 2 of them will be accepted. 11th grade, there is total of 11. 12th grade, there is total of 1. We will generate a waiting list for both 11th and 12th grade today, and no students will be accepted unless there's an opening. If there is one, we will send the offer over Schoolmint to those students. Now we're going to have our mock demo lottery first. I will run it 3 times so you can see how this is working out, and then we will have the actual lottery drawings. Please remember, A means accepted, W means waitlisted. After today's session on YouTube Live, this video will be made public, and then you will be able to watch it. Whoever misses this, they will be able to watch the recording to be able to catch up and find out the results. And once again, the names you are going to see are the names who applied before April 1st, 11:59 p.m. So here we go. I'm just waiting for my screen to appear on YouTube Live, because there is some sort of a delay, about give or take 10-15 seconds. So here's the first mock lottery. I will be using kindergarten. There are 62 names here, and I will select 10 students. And since this is the mock lottery trial, I will make it a little bit faster. So everything is set, the file is set, there are 62 students, I'm accepting 10. So I'm going to hit submit. So as you can see, it started with a 1. It is going to go up to a 10. And you see the numbers on the right, names on the right, I'm sorry. And A10 is the last student being accepted, then it goes to W, which means waitlisted. So I'm going to make this go a little bit more faster so we can actually see the results. Okay, now the lottery is over and the software is generating a PDF file, which will be our first lottery drawing. And I'm gonna go to the lottery again. Okay, let me. I'm gonna start over, run the lottery again with the same number of applicants, acceptance. So we will have the second result. And during the actual one, I will make this go slower, not this fast. And this is our second one. And the last one. And the last file is generated. And I'm going to put these next to each other so you will be able to see them. Just give me a second. There might be similarities. There are some names, they acted like with an ELL preference. The one on the left is the first one we had. The one on the right is the second one. So top 10, these are the accepted students. What I will do during the actual lottery drawing, I will show the results. After the lottery is over, I will just open a file, enlarge it, and start from the top and scroll all the way to the bottom, and it will be recorded. And when those people who are missing this recording, this live session, they will be able to come back and check out the list and be able to find out where their child or children are. All right, let's compare the third one. All right, the one on the left is the second mock lottery. The one on the right is the last one we had. So I'm trying to find if there are any similarities. George Washington is on both of them. John Adams is on both of them. And that's kind of about it. And I will show the first one on the left versus the last one, number 3 on the right. John Adams is on the left as well. So as you can see, John Adams on the left took number 1, accepted, and John Adams also took number 4 because his name is on the list 4 times. So this number 4 will be removed after the lottery. So we will remove this. Therefore, William Henry Harrison will move up to take number 4, and the rest of the list will follow the same. All right, I think everyone is ready for the real actual drawing. So I'm going to close my demo sessions, demo lotteries. I will actually move them to the right so they're out of the way. All right, let's start with kindergarten. Kindergarten, there are 85 students on the list. We are accepting 82. So this is the moment. I wish the good luck to everyone. And if you are on the waiting list, please keep your hopes up because there are some movements in charter schools and students come, they stay for a while, they leave, or they stick with the school from K all the way up. And so I just wanted to say this before we begin. If you're on the waiting list, please wait for the call, wait for the offer, either on your cell phone as a text or your email. So good luck to kindergartners. Here we go. we are approaching the last accepted students, which is number 82. And then the waiting list started. And I save the kindergarten list. And I'm gonna make this large. And I'm gonna scroll all the way to the end. And whoever is missing our recording today, they will be able to come back and check out the list and make sure that their child is on the list or not. And like I said, these are the names we applied before April 1st, 11:59 p.m. And that is the end of the list. And we continue with the first grade. First grade has 12 names, and we are accepting 4 students today. So here we go, first graders. And accepted number 4 is coming up, and then we are moving to the waiting list. And the first grade file is also generated. And these are the names altogether. 12 students, top 4 are accepted, bottom 8 are on the waiting list. All right, moving on to the second grade. There are 35 names. We are accepting 7 today. And here we go, second graders. Good luck to all of you. Excuse me. And we're selecting the number 7, which is the last accepted student, and moving on to the waiting list. And second grade file is also ready. And let's check that out. Top 7 students are accepted. And let's scroll down. And that is end of the second grade list. Moving on to the third grade. Third grade has 26 students on the list, and today we are only generating a waiting list, and no students will be accepted as of today, but if there are any openings, we will offer students acceptances and based on the numbers. So here we go, third graders. And third grade list is also ready. I just want to go over the names. And this is the end of the third grade list. And this part concludes the elementary school lottery. So the next stop, sixth graders. There are 45 students on sixth grade. And today we are accepting 45 students. And in order to have this formally, I'm just gonna run the lottery, even though we are gonna accept them all. So you will be able to see the names, whether you're on it or not. And like I said, if you applied before April 1st, you should be on the list. So here we go, sixth graders. And this is the sixth grade list. Sixth grade results. And that's the end of the list. And for those who joined us late, this recording will be made public, and you will be able to go back once it's public. And then if you missed a grade, you'll be able to watch that particular grade level, because I'm watching the chat also. And if you missed the first grade, like I said, once this is public, you'll be able to go and then watch the video again in just the first grade. All right, seventh grade. There are 46 names. We are going to accept 11 students, so wish good luck to all seventh graders. So here we go. And number 11 is coming up, and then we will move on to the waiting list. Excuse me. And seventh grade lists, top 11 students are accepted, and the rest of those students on the list are on the waiting list. I'm sorry for that. I guess my throat is bothering me at the moment. So moving on to the eighth grade. There are 18 students and we are accepting 5. So good luck to all 8th grade students. Number 5 is coming up, and then we will move on to the waiting list. And 8th grade, 5 students are accepted, and the others are on the waiting list. And this concludes the middle school lottery. We are moving on to the 9th grade to start the high school lottery. There are 52 student names on the list, and we are going to accept 10 of them. So I wish good luck to all 9th grade students. Here we go. Number 10 is coming up, and then we will move on to the waiting list. And this is the end of the 9th grade. And these are the names. The top 10 students on the list are accepted. And there are 42 student names on the waiting list. And we are moving on to 10th grade. There are 11 students, and we are accepting 2 students today. Good luck to 10th graders. Here we go. Number 2 is selected. We are moving on to the wait list. And these are the 10th grade students. And now we are moving to 11th grade. There are 11 student names on the list. Today, we are only generating a wait list. And these are all the, excuse me, 11th graders. Moving on to the last grade, 12th grade. We're not accepting any students today into 12th grade. There's only 1 student, and we're just gonna generate a waiting list. And here we go. So this concludes our lottery drawing for Utica Academy of Science Charter School for 2020 and 21. I thank you for all those who joined us today to watch our first live lottery session online. And I also would like to thank all of our participants, all of our applicants who applied and showed interest in our school. Application continues, and we're going to start processing these files and remove the duplicates, and then create the final files, and then we will start sending the offers at the beginning of next week. So if you are accepted, please wait for the acceptance text or email or both to start the registration. So have a great day, stay safe and healthy, and take care.